It's a scandal that started with the deaths of up to 16 babies and 2 mothers over the course of a decade at a hospital in Cumbria. A spate of fatalities that the health regulator failed to investigate properly. But that's not what's at issue today. What is at issue is the fact that a critical report into those failings was covered up. That senior managers, right to the very top of the Care Quality Commission, allegedly put the reputation of their organisation before a duty of care to the patients they were supposed to protect. Today, those managers were named. Our health and social care correspondent Victoria MacDonald has this report.
Yesterday we were told that it was a Mr. E, a Mr. F, a Mr. G and a Mr. J implicated in an alleged cover-up at the Care Quality Commission. Today, all those Misters turn out to be women. Cynthia Bower, the CQC's former chief executive, Anna Jefferson, the media manager, Jill Finney, former deputy chief executive, and Louise Dineley, head of regulatory risk and quality. At the heart of this is the deaths of mothers and babies at Furness General Hospital, part of Morecambe Bay Trust. The report yesterday said the 4 were present during a discussion about the suppression of an internal CQC review into why it gave the trust the all-clear in 2010, but their names were redacted. The CQC blamed data protection.
At one point today, the decision on whether to name the individuals from this report was in danger of descending into complete farce. The CQC had spent this morning talking to their lawyers about whether they would indeed breach the Data Protection Act. Yet at the same time, a minister stood up in the House of Lords and said that they were about to publish those names. We went back to the CQC, they said not so. Yet by this afternoon, they and their lawyers had finally agreed that they would tell us who they were.
Today, the Health Secretary welcomed the change of heart.
This is a sign of how the NHS is changing. So we had a problem, we had a cover-up, it was wrong. What did the CQC do? They commissioned an independent report, they put it in the public arena. 24 hours later, they're putting that report, even with the names of the individuals concerned, there for the public to see.
The meeting of the 4 was at CQC's London headquarters in March last year. Louise Dineley told the external investigators that Ms Finney had ordered the suppression of the report and others verbally agreed. She claims Ms Finney said to her, "Read my lips," when she gave the instruction. Ms Finney told the external review investigators that Ms Jefferson said, "Are you kidding me? This can never be in the public domain, nor subject to a Freedom of Information request." Today, Ms Jefferson, who still works here at the CQC, and Ms Bower both issued strong denials. But Ms Bower said that as the head of the body at the time, the buck stopped with her. Yet for the families, the naming of names doesn't address the real issue. Simon Davey and Lisa Brady's son Alex died after he was born with the umbilical cord around his neck at Furness General in 2008. Today, she said nobody had been held accountable for what happened at the trust.
There's got to be some kind of accountability to move on from this, make an example of it. Otherwise, it's never ever going to change unless somebody, or whoever's involved is held accountable.
There is already a police investigation into the deaths at the trust, and now there are also calls for a further investigation into the alleged cover-up.